We made it. We did it, fam. Congress has changed the law regarding sexual harassment lawsuits. Thanks to Cernovich and all of you. And by the way, if you're new to Cernovich, you're going to say, you're just making credit things you didn't do. So no. Like we literally made Congress change the law. This is not like, it's like not even debatable. So let's talk about how the law has changed, but let's also talk about why the change is not enough. Congress reaches deal to force members to pay for their own sexual harassment settlement. So by the way, will this be an illegal campaign contribution? We will see. After a year rocked by the Me Too movement and months of negotiations, Congress is performing its own sexual harassment regulations. House and Senate negotiators reached an agreement to overhaul this. So there will be no more confidential going forward, confidential ones. Now the problem is that there are still over 400 of them. So people are going to go, Cernovich, my God, you're so full of yourself. You're so full of yourself, Cernovich. You're always taking credit for things you just don't deserve credit for. You're just so sure of yourself. How do you call it? You're just so, you're just, it's not true. Right? That's what people say. Oh, well. Why BuzzFeed teamed with the far-right figure to break the John Conyers scandal. So yes, indeed, a lot of you who are new may not remember this. But Cernovich, a controversial far-right figure who has promoted blatantly false conspiracy theories, was the source of a big BuzzFeed scoop Wednesday night. The popular news and website reported the legendary liberal John Conyers made repeated advances towards the female staffer. So yeah, like I literally made Congress change the law. That's kind of like when people are, angry at me or yelling at me or whatever. It's like, no. Like I literally made Congress change the law. I don't just do a podcast. Right? That's what always cracks me up. People go, Cernovich, you're just jealous. No. I do real things. Michigan Rep. John Conyers, a Democrat and the longest-serving member of the House of Representatives, settled a wrongful dismissal complaint in 2018. Documents obtained from BuzzFeed include 4 signed affidavits. Keep scrolling. Somewhere down here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I'm in here somewhere, I promise you guys. Hold on. We're in here somewhere. I don't know. Whoop. Oh, here it goes. The documents were first provided to BuzzFeed News by Mike Cernovich. Ha! Told you. So that's why really, somebody, messaged me. Somebody I like, actually. I'm not going to say her name, but I like her. And she said that, you seem angry over the last few days. It's quite the opposite, actually. I always like when people say you seem angry. It's like, I just did an event in New York in real life. I just did an event in D.C. in real life. Was around people for 3 days. And they just, so they're just like, oh, you're angry. You're so angry. But I do videos too. So it's all just very bizarre. But that's the truth. But what they're not talking about are there are still over 400 sexual harassment lawsuits, right? So there are still over 400 sealed sexual harassment lawsuit settlements by members of Congress, paid for with your tax dollars. So it's all BS. Will these deals be unsealed? So yeah, there's still more to come. There's still definitely more to come with that, but they'll never do it. So yeah, so I made Congress change the law. Well, it's kind of interesting, right? So all this hatred from, all the hatred from the what do you call it? the MAGA-bots, I call them. All the hatred from the MAGA-bots. All the hatred from the cult members of the JP. It's like, dude, we're doing real things. Trump complains on Twitter. Let's just be real. We do real things. That's why the hatred is just more like bizarre. But that's all the truth. So yeah, there are still over 400 lawsuits. So the question is, why are there not more? Why are there not more demands for these to be unsealed? There are over 400. Taxpayer money. Because we were told, right? We were told that Trump is really evil for using his own money to settle a sexual harassment. No, we were told that Trump is really evil for using his own money to settle an extortion claim by an alleged mistress. Meanwhile, there are over 400 confidential sexual harassment lawsuits under seal, paid for with your tax. So when I talk about issues, a lot of times people go, because the demand is for just cheaper, cheaper kind of, just garbage, we'll put it, just garbage. So people want like hot takes on every little thing. And that's one way to do it. It's actually a cheap way to do it. The reason you don't get much real journalism is actual reporting takes a ton of time and it costs a lot of money. But just commenting on the issue of the day is free. I could be like, oh, and today the witch hunt continues, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't cost any money. Doesn't cost any money to do that, right? You just need a production team. I can just do it for free, whatever studio. So I could do just hours and hours of commentary on things. But to me, I'm looking for the high impact kind of stuff. The films, so Congress's sexual harassment lawsuit decoded. Right? Congress sexual harassment decoded. Political answers to some of the most common questions. So again, everywhere you look at this, Conyers' names comes up. If you read my Wikipedia page, they don't even mention Conyers, which shows you how fake Wikipedia is. Like it's like, in a way, by the way, trigger alert, I'm going to kiss my own booty. So a lot of people get mad when I do that. Because apparently I'm supposed to not love myself. Apparently I'm supposed to be negative and angry like so many other people. But if you think about it, like I literally made a member of Congress resign. I literally made a member of Congress resign. I literally made an entire law be changed. Literally made the law change. Thanks to BuzzFeed too, by the way. I mean, they actually did all the nitty gritty. So all credit to them. By the way, if you want to talk about why wasn't BuzzFeed nominated for a Pulitzer? Right? Think about that. Why wasn't BuzzFeed nominated for a Pulitzer? Because that's how much the media hates me. They denied 2 women were on that article. 2 women and 1 man wrote the article, 3 people. 2 women could have been nominated for a Pulitzer. 2 women from BuzzFeed could have been nominated for the Pulitzer. 2 women, but they were snubbed. They were snubbed. 2 women, right? 2 women were snubbed by the Pulitzer Committee, right? 2 women who did outstanding reporting on the sealed, confidential sexual harassment settlements, which was the biggest story of Congress in 2017, were snubbed by Pulitzer Committee because I was source. Right? So that's what I mean by That's what I mean by, that's what I mean by how much they hate me. Because two women were, that's misogyny, really. You know, two women could have had a Pulitzer, big deal, but how dare the Pulitzer Committee? That's how much, who really hates the women? Who really hates the women? All right, my friends, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, give me an emoji. I'm going to do a third and final segment. I'm doing an experiment. Sometimes I do really long, rambling shows. Other times I do short segments. I like to experiment. I like to see how they work out. And if I don't like the way it works out, then I do something different. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike Cernovich, CERNOVICH.com.